made. Smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we get into. Shamo, about that money, get residuals. Shamo.
Yes. Yes, 2 times. I know the vibes though. She like, ooh la la, ah we breathe. Ooh la la, ah we breathe. We go, ooh la la, ah we breathe. She like, ooh la la, ah we breathe. Okay, ooh la la, she like, ooh la la, ah we breathe. They go, ooh la la, ah we breathe. She like, ooh la la. Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Hop up out the bed like, where's the bread? What it do, people? You're now tuned in. POPAVIST. POPAVIST TV. That's my show. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, then the real question is, where you been? Because over here on my side, we deal with sports, hip-hop, entertainment, interviews sometimes when niggas ain't acting flaky, Popavisms 101, and of course, motivation. I got mines in today, 5 miles. If that sound like something you can rock with, then before you usher to the left and Diddy to the left, that means hit stage left. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, smash that notification bell so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. And if it's not your first time and you've been rocking with the channel, then you know how I do. You know how I plainly start my show. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. We clearly in the end game. And we in the end game, people, because your boy Big Academics, that is, obviously well-known, famous YouTuber. Obviously, he paved the way, opened up a lane for himself, and pretty much was on to this shit before a lot of niggas even knew what it was. Like how Hov said, you know, I was popping that Cristal when niggas still thought it was beer. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, that part. So let's give him his props. Let's give him his flowers. Let's give him his credit while he still can hear it, while he still can smell the flowers. So I seen something spinning in the news today, and I heard some crazy shit, right? I said, damn, this nigga talking about boning young joints? What? Right, like, what? And then I found out that the clip is 10 years old and that whoever he got beef with, whoever he's, feuding with, and nobody wins when the family feuds. And, obviously, when you self-made, and he is self-made, make no mistake about it. In my book, he's self-made. Self-made meaning just that, you got it out the mud for dolo. You know what I mean? Like, nobody really helped you. You seen the opportunity, you took advantage of the opportunity, and you ran like hell, you know what I mean, to the finish line through the tunnel. Then other people come behind you and follow. That's self-made to me. And it could be other variations as well. Being self-made, you don't really need a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like Rick Ross said, you niggas losing, looking like you can use us, right? A lot of niggas be losing, looking like you losing, and looking like you can use us. Meaning, that was a little jab. Meaning, like, we winning over here. We winning. Nothing but dubs. Like, win. Fuck everything else. Win. Right. When you are self-made and you don't really need no help, like, you self-sufficient, your empire is your empire. And, like, again, this is, you can break it up and, plug different pieces in, show us a lot of moving parts with business, being self-employed, multi-level marketing, Amazon, you know what I mean, whatever it is. When you don't need people to hand you a check, you self-sufficient. When you become self-sufficient and you move in how you move, that can make people mad. And that can make people go digging in the crate. Shout outs to AG. Matter of fact, I seen AI, he don't fuck with the channel, you know what I mean? Maybe on later on he'll catch up on the bat line. You know what I mean? But shout outs to AG. I see AG in the Bronx stand up. Is New York in that right? That part is New York in the house. You know what I mean? You know we in the building. I seen him at the Jamaican restaurant on 37th Street on 3rd Avenue. It's a good little Jamaican spot over there. They food is good. I was going to get some food and he was over there. But anyway, niggas went digging in the crates. That's why I brought him up. And they found some audio of Academic from 10 to 9, maybe even 11 years ago of him saying, because I think he's 31 now, 30, 31, 32, that age bracket. Saying that, you know, pretty much if she's 17, first he was like, there's no difference between being 17 and 21, and it is a bit difference, it's a 4-year difference. But I understood what he was kind of trying to say, maybe allegedly, sort of. And basically he was like, if you got a college ID, you get in the D. Like you can get it. You know what I mean? Like, damn, shorty could get it. And I got a lot of people riled up. Like Bill O'Reilly, you only riling me up. For good reasons. I mean, I don't got the kids, I mean, especially if I ain't got no daughters, but I talk about it a lot because it's overwhelming. You know, at times it can be overwhelming, especially in the summer months and it's hot and everybody getting hot in here, like so hot in here, and they taking their clothes off. You know what I mean? Not at the beach, not at the pool, no, just walking through Brooklyn, Harlem, Bronx, just showing everything. Young girls as well. So in this particular clip, he pretty much saying, you know, he really see no difference between 17 and 21. And again, in my opinion, it is a difference. Obviously, it's years difference, you know, mentality and maybe, and even if it's not by much, emotionally, you know, experience-wise. And make no mistake about it, 17-year-olds walking around pregnant. There's 17-year-olds walking around, they got a few bodies. Sorry if I'm burning your ears. If you like, whoa, this is too much, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. But this is reality. This is a fact. And you can run from it, dread it. Destiny arrives all the same. Or should I say, I have. And with me saying that, I'm being funny, but I'm not. As a kid coming up, I know girls that was pregnant at 16, 17, 18, didn't finish school, dropped out, had to go to fraternity class and shit, you know, had to do special things and other needs had to be met for them because they no longer could go to regular school and do what we was doing. That shit ain't changed since I was an adolescent. It hasn't changed at all. In fact, you could say it's probably got worse because people champion the baby mama culture. People think that's the right way to be. So it's no shame. Like, at least before, you know, I was about to say the girl name, one that I knew right off the rip. In high school, no, junior high school, it was looked at with the side eye if you popped up pregnant, you know what I mean, at a young age. More or less out of wedlock, you know, you don't know who the baby father is, and you scrambling around, you don't know who because you got so many partners. But back to act, I could see why some, obviously like women is mad, some guys is coming out saying things, and then I get it, especially if you got daughters, little nieces, little cousins, as I do, and I love them, and I speak about it all the time. And I just did a video reaction to Loon, the good brother, you know what I mean, the real Loon, to Ahmad, where he was like, we dressing our daughters, well really he was like, we dressing our girls for the slaughter. Then I added some more commentary to that, and then when you go outside and you see like, dang, you know what I mean, shorts is so tight, yet you trying to pull them down and you look 17, 16. And from afar or till they get up close, you may not know. And I gave this scenario a lot as well. When you just being a man and you outside and everybody's out, so you watch them. And like Kanye said, she got that ass, I got to look. Sorry, but you really not sorry? Because that's, you're just doing what a man does. And women look, you know, sweatpants, whether, you know what I mean, the gray sweatpants, whether seeing, you know what I mean? If the eggplant is big or if they can see the print. I mean, it is what it is. This is the culture we live in. Not everybody's doing it, but we will be naive and it will behoove us to act like this shit don't happen. So I'm bringing all this around to say, is he right or is he wrong? Do I agree with him? Am I like the another channel, the other channel? You know, he like, you know, Academic is the voice for lames. And I'm like, you know, I didn't comment on the live. Just ain't see the need to. It's like, bro, this video, I mean, this audio is 10 years old, 11 years old. Now, even then, you could say 21, 17, is that appropriate? I'm going to say no, Obviously, 18 is the legal age. And then the thing is, too, though, in certain states, 17 is legal. So what may go on in your community may not be accepted in somebody else's community. I give the example all the time of a series I'm very fond of and I like. It's actually very entertaining. And that's The Walking Dead. And it's like Rick and his community, they're going to run it the way they want it, run it. The governor going to run his shit the way he want it. Egan going to run this shit the way he want it. And it's just like this too in America. Like, this is America. Don't catch you slipping. It varies from state to state. Same crime you do in New York, the crime the punishment or the penalty may be different in Pennsylvania, a Commonwealth state, Connecticut, other states like that. You say, damn, doing the same crime, why am I getting more time, or why are you getting less time, or why none of it matters? So the age factor matters. Now, to my knowledge, in New York, obviously 18 is the age. But again, we know 17-year-olds that's having sex. Not relationship, one boyfriend having sex, multiple boyfriends or rosters. 16 as well, 15 as well. You can cover your ears and you can cover your eyes, but that's not going to change the reality. That's the facts. You may not know about it. And then just think back, like I said, you said when he was on and we're going to talk about Diddy in a little bit, when he was on the Generous show. And she was like, oh, you got 16-year-olds, or, whenever they was having, and, what's the boy? I don't want no boys, I don't want. And people was like, oh, you being too harsh. And I talked about it on my channel. What's the appropriate age? Again, as the parent, you set the age. That doesn't mean they're going to listen. Right? Some of us as hardheads, we don't learn. Got to put your hand in the fire. Oh, this shit hot. I mean, I remember my mom, shout out to my mom, I love you, Mom. She was like, how many times, this is a cruel trick if you ask me, but it is what it is. And it's funny now, you know what I mean? She was like, how many times did match could burn? I was standing next to her by the stove. I forget what she was doing. Maybe dinner was ready, or she was putting the chicken up and letting it, the grease drain or whatever. But I was like, I don't know, one time or whatever it was, and she lit the match and it burned, and then she burned my hand. I love you, Mom. And then she burned my hand. Burned back like, oh, you burned me. And that's don't play with fire because you'll get burned. So I'm pointing that out to say, oh, you may teach your kids the right way. Don't be a gangbanger. Don't go out selling drugs. Don't get down with the local gangs. They may still do it. So although you may say 17 is the legal age, 18 may be the legal age for certain things. Obviously, you can vote. Now, the difference between 18 and 21, we still know 18-year-olds drink. They get somebody to go get the liquor, or they get the fake ID. And just because 21 you can drink don't mean you're not drinking at 20. Don't mean you're not drinking at 19. Don't mean you're not drinking at 18 or 17 or 16. Right. I had my first was, St. Ives with Ice Cube and, Menace to Society and Boys in the Hood, drinking the 40 ounces at a young age. I wasn't supposed to be drinking. Now, I wasn't a drunk and going out every day. But yeah, you have a sip and you see what it is. You're experimenting. You're being curious, and your curiosity can get the best of you, and peer pressure as well. So it's act wrong. Somebody that's 21 and, he like, I don't care, she's 17 and a half. Now again, you can say 17, right? It's, well, what we in, January 16th? What's today's date? Totally off. June 16th. June 24th, which is 8 days. Say she gonna turn 18. Is it cool to bone if you're 20 or 21? I don't think much people will think about it like that. It's like, you're about to be 18 in 8 days. So it's okay for us to do this. And then kids, he wasn't saying as a grown man. Like, some people think this audio is fresh and it's new. And it's not. It's old audio from when he was younger. Now again, if you're in college, some kids are smart enough. They get in college at 17, but they about to turn right 18. You in there, you meet somebody that been there for 2 years. You end up hooking up with them. Is it, is it day rape? Is it anything like that where it's taking advantage? I don't think so. Especially if the woman, if the girl is with the shits, and a lot of them they are. Now again, what I want my nieces and little cousins to be participating in sexual activity at certain ages? Of course not. I don't think no parent should want that. And on the contrary, you should be teaching the opposite. Does that mean when they go out, oh, I'm going to Janet's house, and after school I'll be home late? They not doing some other shit? It doesn't mean that, because we know full well what you used to do as a child, what kids are doing today as kids, and I definitely know what I was doing. I mean, I was trying to stick it in at a certain age, and I probably shouldn't have been doing that, and I wasn't taught to do that, but that don't mean that that's not what I was doing. So, you know, I'll say this, and these are the last thoughts on academic. Teach your kids the right way. Show them the right way. Be an example of what you want them to do, not do as I say and not as I do, because we know kids will do what they see, not what they hear. They're going to do what you do. They're going to imitate you, you know, especially what age they are, and they see certain things. They're going to try to do what they see you doing, as opposed to what you tell them. And you can spank them, you can ground them, you ain't going to summer jam, you ain't going, you know what I mean? They still going to do it. They're going to try to find a way to do it. So you have to be creative and, you know, manipulative, sometimes for the good, to steer them right.